What's up, everyone? This is Güllüoğlu. Welcome to another episode of Market Update, featuring by Market Sol and Rationale. In today's video, I would like to cover more charts from technical perspective, some charts that just in my a watch list, and I want to show you how I'm tracking those charts with a technical perspective. Before that, I would like to say, where are we? Just to wrap up shortly, where are we briefly? Where are we right now? In general, after the concerns rose with economic activity after receiving two a bad non-farm payroll data and seeing lower revisions to a previous non-farm payroll numbers. The concerns on economic activity rose. Then Fed reacted it, and the rate cut was expected, but they started with a 50 basis point rate cut, and it's expected to see. It's expected that Fed is going to do a 100 basis point rate cut minimum. That makes we have two more meetings. Still for me, base scenario, we're going to see one more 50 basis point and maybe 125, and yeah, with that mentality, we saw that S&P 500 did a new record, and with lowering interest rates, with the potential inflation expectation is coming down, the real rates came down, and it opened the room for a gold, and overall that's the main picture right now. And so according with that having in mind, seeing opportunities with a technical perspective in charts creates trade ideas, and that's what I'll try to do today. First of all, here you see the website of Market Sol, exchange. Here, when you come to markets, you can see the instruments that are offered from Market Sol and cryptocurrencies, shares, and stuff. And I created a watch list through these instruments. Let me go to charts quickly. First of all, I'll start with Euro USD. As I keep repeating this is the weekly chart that's how I follow Euro dollar from this chart. There's a real nice symmetrical triangle chart pattern. It's broken out, and there's the symmetrical triangle chart pattern price target is here, but again, these price targets are not the levels that I'm expected the instrument to go. It's just an indicative price target that is offered by the chart pattern, that classical chart pattern. But with that macro side, comparing European and US economies, since I expect more faster moves from Fed, I expect to see lower USD against Euro, and that also supports my idea of this technical and this macro side. When you combine those, it's a long opportunity. At least seeking long opportunity makes much more sense. Yeah. USD Canada loonie in the weekly chart, in the higher time frame, when there's a huge consolidation is forming here, but it's a so long-term one, and here you can see a nice ascending triangle chart pattern might form, and I generally like to trade those higher lows in while forming a chart pattern, and being long around here and having a stop around here. As you can see, it at least it works around here. Before this happens, probably if you had traded like this with a short stop, it might work as well. In general, my mentality with Canada dollar is for sure tied with oil prices, as they're the exporters, but so there's a general in global economic activity, like global concerns are going about economic activity, but especially after like last week we received stimulus packages from China. It boosts China stocks, and like it gave some hype to economic activity side. But while I'm recording this video, I think we received the ISM PMI numbers, and it came like lower than expected. That's also like it's so difficult to track the global economic activity. But the general know-how is, as long as we see higher as long as we see like economic activity is expanding across the world, we expect to see increased demand in oil price. That's with that mentality. If you expect that there's no problem about economic activity and stuff, you expect the Canadian dollar to appreciate. But so if you want to be longer on here, that means like you're more on the like let's say recession side or something. That because like that's a depreciation of loonie. And same mentality here with USD Norwegian krone, as Norway is also another exporter of oil. And here, this is how I'm following this one. There's a symmetrical triangle chart pattern, and symmetrical triangles are generally like goes like both direction. It might act as continuation or it might act as reversal, and a potential breakdown would offer a short trade opportunity, and breakout would offer a long trade opportunity. OCUSD here, as you can see, there's a really nice, in the weekly chart pattern, it's better, I guess. Really nice, like a rectangle chart pattern is forming. This, like last 3 weeks, this appreciation is mainly caused by China, as like Australian economy or New Zealand economy, like they're exporters of China. They're exporting like industrial commodities, and as long as Chinese economy is doing well, we might expect them to demand Aussie or New Zealand dollar, and that's the main reason after the stimulus package is announced. And I'll be watching like the strength of this breakout. Same here in New Zealand USD dollar. Franc yen, it's another parity that I'm watching. There's a really nice head and shoulder top chart pattern is formed. It's a bearish chart pattern, and we might expect to see some, after seeing a breakdown, the price target is 155 level. So the inflation level is so low in Switzerland, and last week I think they did a rate cut, as that inflation level provides room for SMB. And with that mentality, adding up Bank of Japan's rate hike path, that macro also supports this idea. My only concern about this is the relationship. This trade is the relationship between franc and gold. As I have more like a bullish approach on gold, like being short in franc while gold is appreciating, that's the general know-how. But in our in daily financial world, all general relationships are being broken sometimes. For example, general commodity prices will increase if China is doing good. That's the general know-how generally. But China is also switching to an economy much more focused on the technological side, and rather than manufacturing, maybe general. These are a big change, massive changes, and that's why it makes me question if this relationship is still valid. This is just one example, right? But that's how I'm following this. A potential breakdown might offer a short trade idea. Indices after Liz Truss plus GBP inflation is a little bit high. They're being relatively hawkish to Euro and USD, and there's a head and shoulder chart, the continuation chart pattern is maybe forming here. A potential move like this and a breakout of this might offer a long trade opportunity. And just a reminder, we came here after I had mentioned this rectangle chart pattern before in our videos. And Germany 40, really nice cup the handle. The price target is around here. That's how I'm following. Any like a pullback around this old resistance and current support level of 19,000 might offer a long opportunity in a world where general rates are coming down. Gold, yeah. Maybe, I mean, I'm boring people, keep repeating this big, like a weekly head and shoulder continuation, cup candle, whatever. Just you can see that volatility is decreasing here. 1, 2, 3, then perfect breakout, and we reached the price target. And after, I mean, when it reached the price target, it's the pace of the move has slowed down a bit. But I mean, as I mentioned before, like this is just indicative price action, and this is like a parabolic move, and I mean, it's infinite, I guess. I mean, what I'm saying infinite, like what I'm trying to say is, it's not possible to guess the target. That's why rather than focusing on target or focusing on perfect entry or focusing on like I need to find a perfect stop loss, focusing on risk management in your trades is the best idea, I guess, because the main mentality is put stop loss without just closing your eyes and putting stop loss entry and take profit with through like a risk reward ratio. As long as you keep loss small, I mean, as long as you have ability to cut the loss with like while it's low, some trades, I mean, you'll find some trades that act really like you'll find some parabolic trades, like parabolic price actions, and yeah, like being patient and applying a consistent trading plan is crucial in this game. And yeah, that's like I can say that okay, this 21-day moving average is like holding gold really well, I think. Yeah, and any converging, like I bet we might see some consolidation around here, depending on non-farm payroll will be so effective this Friday we're gonna receive. I think we're gonna receive one on Friday, and until the end of this year we're gonna receive one more. Non-farm payroll data will be the most crucial data with ISM PMI numbers until the end of 2024. And here silver in the weekly chart pattern, you can call this like head and shoulder bottom maybe, but or also ascending triangle, doesn't matter, but at least you know that this $26 level is crucial and really like important resistance. After the breakout, pullback, moved here, and here when you come to daily, there's a symmetrical triangle chart pattern. It's broken out, pulling back, and I expect it to continue its movement. So still I'm repeating my approach on precious metals, that with the current environment, having low risk, having like a low real rates, it will provide room for precious metals, especially considering the risky situation of geopolitical environment. I don't see any reason to be short in precious metals. That's why any kind of correction, I keep repeating this one as well, but any kind of correction in precious metals would offer a buying opportunity. That's my thought. Yeah. And oil, with the tensions increasing, it's also effective on oil prices. But this symmetrical chart pattern is how I'm following, and I expect it. I mean, it's broken down, pulled back, and it was trying to continue its move. But then, I think this week with geopolitical tensions between Israel, Lebanon, and is increasing, and we can see some reaction from here. But that's how I'm following. I had mentioned this before with like a short trade idea with stop around here, maybe above this one, might be used. And yeah, agricultural commodities. I had mentioned, actually I released a report. I released a report about this agricultural commodities. Just let me show you something quickly. here, if you follow me on Twitter, you can see that there's like general in the agricultural commodities, there's a bottom formations going on, and I'll show it. And I released a report about this on for some of that in Rationale newsletter page. Let me show you in the charts quickly. In the mini futures of wheat, like here, you can see there's a really nice head and shoulder bottom chart pattern. Any potential breakout might be offered. This is how I'm following. It's above 200-day moving average. That's another important part. 50-day moving average, the slope is upward. Same for 21. I mean, this might offer some reversal here, and that's the first one. Corn here, same. It's just challenged by 200-day moving average. Soybean meal, it's already broken out and challenged by 200-day moving average. We're gonna see if we're gonna see like a pullback with potential rejection from 200-day moving average. It might offer another buying opportunity. And soybean futures, same. As you can see, in general, like in agriculture commodities, there is a bullish reversal patterns are being established, like after huge downward movement. And lastly, I wanna like before cryptos, I wanna touch some equities. Here in Apple, in the weekly chart, this rectangle chart pattern is broken out, pulled back. As you can see how it's got rejected from this support and moving back. So generally here, as you can see, the price, first of all, it's coming down 17%. Then, sorry, oops, my bad. Around like a 17%. Then 8%. Then 4%. Now it's coming down. If we see like a rejection from here, the price is like currently challenged, like the 21-day moving average is challenged. But as you can see, the volatility is decreasing. And in that scenario, any kind of tightness is, if it's followed by also low volume, it might offer a buying opportunity. This is like a VCP volatility contraction patterns offered by Mark Minervini. It's a really nice tool, like nice approach for me, at least if you're a momentum trader or a swing trader. And here, this volume chart pattern is really like I think it's really nice to use. Like all colors indicates, gives for example, blue volume bars gives 5-day pocket pivots. It's offered by TA Plot. You can find him as this indicators in TradingView of it's free, offered free, and it's so easy to. And for example, this red line there's a huge selling volume, and if we see more tightening around here, and if we see if the price is still contracting, so the volatility is contracting, it might offer another buying opportunity in Apple. Coca-Cola Company, this is my view, after weekly breakout, huge breakout, now currently it got rejected from 10-week moving average. When we come to daily, as you can see, 21-day moving average is like carrying. And I mean, sometimes like while people ask generally like, if we miss the breakout, what are we gonna do? In that scenario, any kind of convergence to short-term moving averages, like 21-day, like 50-day moving averages, might act as a support, and you can do another bet if it converges there. And this is that kind of opportunity. I don't know, like maybe being long, let's say around here, with a stop here, like a 3% risking. This might be another bet for a continuation of this price action in Coca-Cola company. Tesla, I had mentioned this in my in Rationale newsletter reports. It was one of the trade idea. You can go to the watch list if you wanna see here. You can go to the watch list segment, and when you click here or here, it gives you the ongoing trade ideas, not acted yet trade ideas. Ongoing means it's already broken out or broken down, and not acted yet, still pending. We haven't seen any breakout or something. You can follow all trade ideas through here. Let me come back to the Tesla chart. In the weekly chart, there's a head and shoulder bottom chart pattern is formed, and any potential breakouts might offer a long idea, and especially considering the laggard situation of Tesla compared to other equities in Magnificent Seven, and if you expect it's kind of also like a China bet, I think. If you expect China to come back again, with the support of this recent stimulus, that might Tesla being long opportunity might be useful. Netflix, I'm following this cup with handle chart pattern here. The price target is 844. You can see here a breakout pulling back, and this pullback might offer this long opportunity from my previous video, I guess. Yeah, this might be used, for example. And lastly, I want to touch to Bitcoin and Ethereum before making this video too long. And yeah, I think my view in crypto is this, in Bitcoin, this huge cockpit handle. And here 10-week and 40-week moving averages, I'm following if these moving averages will be challenged, but this is how I'm following. And Ethereum, Solana here, I think there's a nice ascending triangle chart pattern being established here, and as you can see, after this a first move, second move, the volatility is contracting, and it was just above 200-day moving averages. It's now below that, but that's how I'm monitoring this. A potential breakout might be useful to have to be long. And yeah, sorry, I said Ethereum, but it was Solana. It was in my watch list. Yeah, in general, I think that's the general picture. As I mentioned, there are concerns on economic activity. We need to watch careful, especially in the non-farm data. Also, we need to watch careful, little details. For example, temporary help services. It's pretty crucial to get some hints about overall demand in the economy. Because if there's a excess demand, companies or let's say service industry needs additional support, and that means temporary help services would increase. That's really one detail, just as an example. We need to be careful on those details in order to understand where the economy is headed. That's with that mentality. These I show around a 28 charts, and the way that I'm tracking those with that macro mentality, you can just create some trading ideas as I showed you right now. And that's all I'm gonna talk about this week. Yeah, if you like whatever you see in these videos, please also, and if you subscribe to our Market Soul YouTube channel, that means a lot for us. Yeah, that's all I'm going to talk about this week. I hope you had a really good week, and happy trading.